Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss very important issues. These issues are: if the assessee is unable to make a claim of deduction at the time of filing of the return, or if the assessee offers some income into the return of income which is not taxable. So whether the assessee has the right to rectify this mistake at the assessment proceedings, or if the allegation against the assessee is made that assessee is involved in some bogus transactions on the basis of the statement of third person, so whether the assessee has a right to ask for cross-examination of that person. These both the issues have been taken by Odisha High Court in the case of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Kuntala Mohapatra, and this case has been reported in 466 ITR at page number 47, and the date of the judgment is 9th February 2023. The facts of the case are like this. In the present case, the assessment year is 14-15, and consequent to a survey on the assessee, when the assessment proceedings of the assessee were going on under section 143 subsection 3, the assessee first time claimed exemption under section 10 subsection 38 for the long term capital gain on the listed shares. But the assessing officer denied this claim, that the assessee has not claimed this claim in the original return of income, and also on the ground that the assessing officer do have the statement of some entry operators which were against the assessee. The assessee has duly requested the learned assessing officers to provide the opportunity of cross-examination to the assessee of the entry operator on whose statement the learned assessing officer was relying, but that was not provided to the assessee, and the learned assessing officer went for making the additions. When this matter went to the CIT appeal, the CIT appeal said that if the assessee has wrongly offered an item of income or omitted to make a claim of deduction in return of income, then he is very much entitled to correct such a mistake by making a request to the assessing officer. So the CIT appeal allowed the appeal of the assessee. When this matter was carried to the tribunal said that the statements were recorded much before survey on assessee in proceeding, not related to the assessee on different dates, and the assessee do not have the opportunity to challenge the statements and do not have the opportunity to cross-examine the entry operators in spite of the repeated request. So the tribunal also upheld the order of the CIT appeal, and when the revenue carried this matter to the High Court, the High Court said that in the present case, both the grounds of the revenue, first that is related to the claim of deduction under section 10 subsection 38, and second the denial of an opportunity of cross-examination the entry operators whose statements are recorded at the back of the assessee, are both based on the facts and do not relate to the substantial question of law. So hence the appeal of the revenue is liable to be dismissed on this ground itself. So the Odisha High Court said that the tribunal committed no error in concurring with the view of the CIT appeal. Friends, this case is very important because nowadays it has been seen that whenever the revenue receives any statement of any person, then the revenue goes to make the additions of the various assessee on the basis of those statements. How it doesn't matter how irrelevant are those statements, whether the name of the assessee is appearing on those statements or not, but they are taken as gospel truth and the additions are made. So as a professional or as an assessee, it is our foremost duty and right to ask for the cross-examination of that person and it is also on a duty of the assessing officer to produce that person for cross-examination, because that entry operator is the witness of the revenue and not the assessee. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Kuntala Mohapatra, and this case has been reported in 466 ITR at page number 47, and the date of the judgment is 9th February 2023. Thank you, friends.